We've done 4 movies now, and it's just so nice having a history with someone off camera, because I think that bleeds on screen, and I think, you know, it works. It lends itself, and you know, Cap and Black Widow are very different people. It's kind of like this odd pairing. She has very questionable morality, and Cap's a Boy Scout. On this film, I think we really get to show Cap advancing in his skills and stepping up the fighting a bit more. You know, I think, especially after Avengers, you see how amazing everyone on that team is and what they bring to the table. Cap needs to offer more than just a few good punches and kicks. So the Russos and I all agreed we want to make this. They had some great references from things like The Raid and even the Captain America video game. The Captain America video game, he moves very well in the game. And I would play the game and say, man, this is how Cap should be moving. And it was a really acrobatic approach to fighting. So they said we should put you in gymnastics class, or I don't know who said it first, but either way, gymnastics classes happened and they were great. I had a really good time. Yeah, Mackie is a special guy. He's just got such a gregarious nature and so full of energy. I don't know where he gets it. I don't know how he sustains it. But when he's on set, everyone's smiling, and when he's not there after a few days, you say, where's Mackie? You know, he just breathes life into his environments. I like the relationship between Cap and Sam. I think they each maybe have trust issues. I think they've each been on the front line. They've seen battles and lost friends. And I think Cap deals with a certain level of celebrity. The fact is, people do know who Steve Rogers is. We don't always explore it in the film, but I always interpret Cap as having a certain sense of loneliness, given the fact that everyone knows who he is. He is famous. And I think as a result, it makes him, I think he's a little suspicious of people's motives when they approach him. And I think they wrote a really nice scene for Sam and myself, for Mackie and myself, where you kind of see that he's not after that. He's just, he respects Cap. He knows what he's going through, and I think Cap senses that. I met with the Russos down at Marvel and just kind of started picking their brains about who else they were thinking in different roles, and they were like, oh, you're not going to believe who we're thinking about for Pierce. I said, who? He said, Redford. He's interested. He's interested. They just couldn't believe it. Neither could I. And then it just kind of happened. It was one of those shocks, delights. They have a real healthy knowledge and love for comic books, which I think is a good foundation. And they have an encyclopedic knowledge of film. When you watch playback and they reference other films in comparison to what this shot looks like, not only is it spot on, but it's just so like, it's so obscure sometimes. You're like, man, these guys really know their movies. And that's comforting.